This study is extremely important for anyone who wants to understand Revelation 17. In this study, the pieces of the prophetic puzzle will begin coming together. In Daniel and in the Revelation, God uses different symbols to represent Rome in its pagan and papal forms. The iron legs in Daniel chapter 2 represent pagan Rome with its eastern and western centers of power. Remember, Rome moved its capital city from Rome to Constantinople, then gave its power, its seat, and its great authority to the papal Roman Church. This left the papacy seated upon the throne of the pagan Roman emperors. The papacy is depicted in the mingling of the iron and the clay in the image's feet. This is the mingling of churchcraft and statecraft until the second coming of Jesus, symbolized by the rock which destroys the kingdoms of men. Satan is behind the work of the church, mingling its powers with the state. The 10 toes are the 10 nations that divided up the Western Roman Empire, a symbol of the kings of the earth. Likewise, consider now pagan and papal Rome in Daniel chapter 7. Pagan Rome is the terrible beast with iron teeth. The papacy is the little horn, and the 10 horns are the 10 nations that divided up the Western Roman Empire. The papacy is here depicted as exercising power over the kings of the earth. Once again, Satan is behind this mingling of church and state. In Revelation chapter 12, we learn the great red dragon with 7 heads was primarily Satan and secondarily pagan Rome, who crucified Jesus. The 10 horns on the dragon are the same as the 10 toes of Daniel 2 and the 10 horns of Daniel 7. They are the 10 nations that divided up the Western Roman Empire. It was during the days of these kings that God's church fled into the wilderness. In Revelation 13, the 7-headed leopard beast with 10 horns was the instrument Satan used to persecute God's church in the wilderness. This leopard beast with the 7 heads is the same as the feet of iron and clay of Daniel 2 and the little horn of Daniel 7. The leopard beast is a symbol for the papacy, influenced by Satan. The 10 horns are the 10 nations that divided up the Western Roman Empire. In Revelation 17, God further expands on the symbols he uses to identify more clearly what's about to take place. The scarlet-colored beast represents the civil power of the papacy, while the harlot woman represents the religious power, or the papal church itself. Once again, the 10 horns are the 10 nations that divided up the Western Roman Empire. These horns represent the kings of the earth whom the harlot woman has made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Here is a brief list of the things these 3 7-headed beasts have in common, indicating they are 3 phases of the same power being exercised over different periods of time. All 3 beasts have the following 4 things in common. Each beast has 7 heads and 10 horns. Wonder or amazement is associated with each beast. Each beast makes war against or persecutes God and his people. Each beast is associated with the 1260-year wilderness experience. Behind each of these 3 beasts is the power of Satan, influencing them to mingle churchcraft and statecraft, deceiving the kings of the earth to war against God and his people. In addition, the Revelation 13 and 17 beasts also have these 5 points in common. Both are associated with the sea or many waters. Wisdom is needed to understand who these beasts are. Both beasts are full of blasphemy. Both exercise power over all kindreds, peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. Both beasts are worshipped by those who are not in the book of life. After comparing these points of commonality between the 3 7-headed beasts, it's easy to see they are simply 3 phases of the same power warring against God and his people at different points in time. Now I leave you with these words of encouragement found in Revelation 21, 6 and 7. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. To learn more, email stmedia.co stpilgrimTv@gmail.com with your name and address for the free book, The Great Controversy Between Christ and Satan, available within the continental United States while supplies last. Outside the continental U.S., we'll send you the book in PDF format. So please email us today with your name and address, and we'll send you this free book, The Great Controversy, Past, Present, and Future. That address again is stmedia.co@gmail.com. May God bless you as you seek to learn and follow His will for your life as found in the Holy Bible. One final note, please do not request this book if you already have a copy in your home. Thank you, and God bless you.